In this video, we're going to look at how to evaluate expressions, focusing in on the order of operations. Specifically, I like to think of it as a triangle, right? And at the top, you have your exponents. And then down here, we have our multiplication and division. And these are inverse operations, which means they're very related and kind of the same. So we do them at the same time, just from left to right. And then we have your addition and subtraction, which are just like multiplication, division. We do them at the same time, just kind of do left to right. So we kind of go top to bottom, left to right, just like you read. So we have this expression here. 1/8 times the quantity 6 to the third plus the quantity 48 divided by 6. And that's all minus 20. So we have to first start out and we go in, we would evaluate things like the parentheses kind of help us determine those. So we got to figure out 48 divided by 6 first. And you can see that in this problem is kind of telling us, okay, that goes first, right? You could also do this first, but in this case, it clearly wants us to do this. So do 48 divided by 6, and that's going to be 8. So we put an 8 there. And then down here, it wants us to do blank plus blank. So I guess this is still going to be 8. And then this would be 6 to the third. So then we have to figure out that. So it's 6 times 6 is 36. And then 36 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 3 is 18 plus 3 is 21. So 216. 216. And then it already has the plus 8. So 216 plus 8. Let's see, 16 plus 8 would be 24. So 224. And it says 1/8 times the quantity. So we did all this stuff in here. I forgot to explain the order of operations. We went through it. So the first thing we do our exponents, right? Then we stay inside this parenthesis, and there's only one operation we're adding. So since there's nothing to like worry about what we do first, we start left to right. We do our addition, and we added them together. And now we're done. We've figured out that quantity. It's getting multiplied. The 224 is getting multiplied by 1/8, and then we have to subtract 20. Well, up here, multiplication is the higher operation, so we're going to do this first. So we do 1/8 times 224, and that ends up looking like this, over 224 over 8, or times 224 over 1, and it equals 224 over 8. And so to solve this one, we know fractions are division, so we just do 224 divided by 8. 8's going to go into 22 twice. 16 minus is going to be 6. Bring down the 4. 8 times 8 is 64. So it'll be 28. 8 is 64. I can finish my work over here. Equals 0. 28 minus 20. I can do that in my head. That is 8. And so when evaluate this expression, it ends up evaluating to 8. So that's kind of how you can use the order of operations, or this hierarchy here of operations, to evaluate expressions.